Hello ladies, Linda Hodge. We are back together again here on WWW. We're picking back up our theme, Life Without Purpose. Now, I need for you to make sure that you don't shortchange yourself. God is saying to you what he said to this lady. We talked about her last week, barring not a few. Don't limit your vision. You may not see how it could happen. That's okay. That's not your job. Your job is to believe. God has 1,000 ways to fill your container that you never thought of. So don't go around year after year expecting the same thing the same way. God is a God of increase. He has greater levels. Where you are now is not where you're supposed to stay. You're supposed to rise higher, have a bigger vision, not God, give it to me, whenever you can, then I'll be happy if it just comes. God, if you'll just help my car to, help my car for not breaking down. God, if you'll just help me to scrape by. You don't know how bad the economy is. Don't borrow tiny little containers, lady. They limit what God can do. A fisherman was on a riverbank one day when he saw another man fishing nearby. Every time the other man caught a big fish, he threw it back, but he kept every small fish he hooked. This went on day and day, and the more the first fisherman watched, the more curious he became. Finally, he went over and said, "Sir, I've watched you all day, and I just can't understand. Why do you throw the big fish back, but you keep the small fish?" "Oh, that's simple," said the other man. "All I have is a 10-inch frying pan." It's sad to say, but that's really where a lot of people are today. They just like that. Instead of making room for increase, instead of believing for great things, they go around with a 10-inch fire pan mentality. It's been in their family for generations. Mama used it, granddaddy used it. All it is an attitude that says, I could never live in that neighborhood. I could never afford that college. I'll never be successful. Our family always struggled. We've always been that way. We always had a 10-inch frying pan, people. That's all we have been. But God has some big fish in your future. Do yourself a favor and get rid of that 10-inch frying pan mentality. Who says you can't rise out of poverty? Who says you'll never own a nice house? Who says you'll never take a mission trip? Who says you'll never start a charity? Who says you'll never send your children to college? Who says you'll never be married? Who says you'll never have children? Who says you'll never meet the right person? All it takes is one touch of God's favor. Get in agreement with him today, ladies. Expect the best. I'll see you on next week right here on WWW. Bye-bye.